Hello everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your weekly read. Now this read will go from the 26th of January through to the 2nd of February and will be for the sign of Aquarius. Aquarius, I'm using the Rider... Put my teeth back in. The Radiant Rider Waite Tarot here. Okay. Remember, the readings are only general. They do flip-flop. We have the Devil card coming out here. Now, the Devil card often signifies codependency. It's about obsession, addiction, obsessive thoughts. It's about the ego. It's what we're taught in childhood that we still carry through to adulthood that we live by. It's about learning how to release this energy and move into a more healthy state. So you could be going through this at the moment. You could be dealing with someone who has an addiction. You could be working on your own addictions, obsessions, or unhealthy behavior. Okay. And look at that. You saw how I shuffled that deck. This card is very, very relevant for you at the moment. You could be bound or have bondage to someone that is not healthy for you, but this could also be about your own unhealthy patterns. The Devil card, I love the Devil card because it means a lot to me. It's a lot of what I have seen people fight over the years and a lot of the energy I've had to work through myself with codependency. The ego is what really overarches this card. Can represent Capricorn too, so you can be dealing with a Capricorn. The main energy of this, though, is about understanding your dark side, your shadow side, understanding what drives you, what motivates you, what pushes you forward, what stops you, what fear stands in your way. This is to do with love. So I want to say to you, there are some of you here who are dealing with either unhealthy patterns in love, unhealthy patterns of behavior. Now, when I say unhealthy, I mean nothing derogatory about that at all. So do not take that as being, derogatory. Sometimes we have an idea of how love should be and we work our lives in that regard. So, if you were taught, that all relationships were good, all marriages are good, all people who are married for a long time have beautiful relationships, then you've been living your life in an illusion because it's not true. And this is the sort of energy we're taught as children that we grow up believing. So when things don't work out in our way, or we have situations that don't go in our favour, it often means that, one or the other party, perhaps both parties, have created something that wasn't meant to work. Now, what I do think here is that you're learning about codependency. Now, with codependency, this is a two-way relationship where things aren't toxic. So you could have a way of working in your relationships where you give up yourself to please the other person. So you could be a people pleaser, which means that very often what happens is a relationship becomes toxic because you're investing everything you have and the other person's giving nothing back. Very, very deep and meaningful topic, but that's what's happening here. I see you getting an offer from someone here, quite possibly a Pisces. But there is an offer coming in for you, and I feel like the universe is warning you about this energy here before you take this offer. I feel like this person may represent to you, or you may represent to them, something incredibly beautiful, something that draws their attention. You may be vibrating very high with your energy. Someone is very attracted to you and wants to bring an offer in. The universe is saying to you, you need to be very aware of this energy, this codependent energy, before you move forward with this relationship, so that it doesn't become toxic like relationships before. And you could have cycled through relationship after relationship trying to understand this codependent behavior. Okay, if you don't understand, you can look up codependency. It came from people being addicted to people that were drug addicts and or addicts. The codependent is a person that believes the other person's existence is more important than their own. So it's a very sort of unselfish way of loving people, but it's also very toxic. It's not healthy, because if you're doing everything for someone else and get nothing in return, then you become unloved, you become ungrateful, you become angry, you become resentful, regretful, and then you start to become very unhappy. So it's not healthy at all. It's not balanced. Which often happens in narcissistic empath relationships as well, so you can look up those too. Okay, so we have the Two of Wands, so you're heading off in a different direction. I feel like someone's making you an offer, and you're looking at that offer, but you're not sure if you want to take it, because you are stopping and looking at your previous decisions here without any doubt. So I like that for you. You are not moving into anything too quickly. You're taking your time this time. You're watching the other person's behavior, and you're not prepared to give them 100% until you know they are giving back to you here. So you are standing here waiting. You know that you have an opportunity, but you are standing here waiting to make sure it is the right one. Oh, this is beautiful. So this is the cycle you've been on here. So the wheel has stopped here. It's waiting for you. The universe is not moving you forward until you understand the relevance of this situation. You've been asked to really look inside this situation to make sure it's right. You could be being tested here after doing a lot of work on yourself. You could be being tested that you are moving in the right direction here. Very interesting. Okay, so we have the moon coming out as well. So we're talking about things that are not things that are hidden. So when people wear masks, like with the devil energy, and this could be you as well, you may not realize you're doing that. There's this underlying energy here that perhaps one or both of you sort of sit behind this safety net. Now, I want to say to you, in all relationships, we have a period in the beginning where we're cautious about how we move forward, because we don't want to show all our bad parts to start with, which is healthy. But we open up as we're going. We don't open up too quickly. We only open up a little bit, and we allow the other person to give back to us. So it's a matter of doing this reciprocal thing. Now, when the moon comes out, they said that there's a lot for you to understand here. And I feel like the universe is saying that you're getting tested here to make sure that you are moving in the right direction before you jump in with both feet. This does not require a leap of faith. This requires very slow progress. Okay, Five of Pentacles. So you really want to be in a relationship. This person may have returned to you. This person may be new, and you have really wanted to be in a relationship. So you're sort of a little bit maybe feeling like you want to move forward very quickly. But again, the universe is saying, no, take your time. You have an opportunity. Take it slow. Yep, stand your ground. This is not about people pleasing. This is about being a little defensive, but not in a negative way. So you're not fighting people unnecessarily. You're fighting for your own rights here, and that is the most important thing. Yeah, because you're looking for this. And this may mean that if you're getting something, offered to you that is very healthy, that you may come across as a little suspicious and a little cautious to start with. But it's okay, because if the other person is really interested in you and they really like what they see and they want what they see, then they are going to be happy to take things slowly with you. Remember that. If somebody really likes who you are, they will take it slowly. And we are moving forward here. Some of you may be dealing with a Cancer here. You are moving forward, but it's going in a way that's healthy. It's not taking on the codependent energy. You're aware of this. It may have created a great deal of pain for you in the past, but I feel like you're starting to understand. This is in a conflict, you see. Okay. I might put some more cards on for you, Aquarius, because I want to make sure we've got this right. We do have the Three of Cups here. So we have the devil energy coming through here, and I feel this is in regards to an offer being made here by someone you see as your person. Without any doubt, there is love being offered. And I feel like you are concerned because you are thinking this may be codependent. You may be in the same cycle of relationships that you've done previously. And I feel like this relationship may be a good one, but you're being asked to make sure you look at it from all angles before you move forward. Now, you could be dealing with someone who's come out of another relationship. That's what I'm thinking here. And maybe you could have had an affair with this person. There may not have been a romantic involvement, but you've had some sort of connection with this person in the past. And I feel that they have come out of that now, and you're concerned that they want to move very, very quickly with you, and you're not sure that it's the right thing to do, so you want to take your time. It's creating quite a lot of conflict for you here. Six of Wands, it's a victory. There is love here, but this thing is keeping you a little bit bound here. There's some sort of karma here, and there's a Tower. Okay. So this particular situation has to create some sort of energy that helps you to shed this devil energy. And what I mean by that is there's something in approaching this, which is the real thing, in trying to understand how you've done things before. And you're learning here with the Tower to let go of a particular way of behaving in the past in order to bring in the right way. So you are moving very, very slowly, working on things, investing for the future, and there is love here. So I do have the Eight of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups coming out. So I know you're heading in the right direction. But in order for this to work, in order for this relationship to move forward, there's this very, very strong feeling that there is victory here. But you have to let go of this distrust, this fear, this worry about creating another situation again. So what that takes from you is just not being distrusting, not worrying about what's happening, but just taking it very slowly and understanding that things have to unfold. If the other person wants to move forward quickly, then you have to say to them that you are not ready to do that. You want to do things in the right way. Now, I mean, that's up to you. You could choose to move forward with this person and go for it again, but you run the risk of getting back on this wheel and going around again. And the universe is just saying here that you have to let go of your ways of thinking now. You're doing this one differently. Okay, let's get you an oracle card. I'm sure that's a long reading, but I really did need to clarify that for you, because I feel like sometimes we don't understand that we have these patterns in our life and how to break the pattern. So it is a nice reading. Oh, look at that. It's a beautiful reading. You've got the card of happy, happy. So I think at the end of the day, what's going to happen here is you're going to resolve your own issues at the same time as taking on this particular one. So there's definitely this feeling here that you are moving forward in a way that is more healthy, because you're putting yourself as part of the relationship rather than putting the other person on a pedestal. I do think you're asserting yourself here. I think you're saying to them, this is what I want to do. This is how I want to move things forward. And I want to take things slowly. I know you want to rush this, but I'd rather just take it very slowly and make sure we've got it right first. And it's okay to say, you know, you've had different experiences in the past that make you feel that you need to take this one slowly. I think that's fine. Like I said, if someone likes you back, if someone's really interested in you, they will take their time. Have a wonderful week.